because you'll be sending emails, you'll be applying, even just applying for the job, you have to have good grammar. You might be writing memos or papers that other people are going to read, and they're not going to take us seriously unless we have really strong grammar and punctuation in our writing. So that ties, what we do in this class ties into whatever it is that we want to do in the future. Today we're going to be doing another lesson on grammar. This time we're going to be learning about pronouns. Can I get a silent hand for someone to help me pass out some papers? Okay, Michael. So, Michael is passing out a paper. On the paper, there are 2 free-writing questions that I want you guys to answer. So we're going to write down what a noun is, and then we're going to write down, we're going to fill in if a noun is a common or a proper noun. Hector. So, raise a silent hand to remind me, what is the difference between a common and a proper noun? Daniel. I'm going to wait. Daniel is sharing his answer, but I don't think we can all hear him because we're talking. Daniel, go ahead. What is the difference between a common noun and a proper noun?
Proper noun is a specific person.
Yeah, so Daniel says that a proper noun is a specific person, place, or thing. Common nouns are just general ones. So, on the paper that Michael's passing out, we're going to identify some nouns as either common or proper. I'm going to give you the next 3 minutes until 1:40 to silently and independently answer these questions. So you have the next 3 minutes until 1:40 to silently and independently answer these first 2 questions. Hasneen, thank you for writing silently. Emily is writing her answer to the first question. We are working silently. Numbers 1 and 2. Just need about 1 more minute to finish. idea, right? We've talked about this for a while. So we said noun is a person, a place, a thing, or idea. And then we have a list here of some common nouns and some proper nouns. So, Houston and city. Houston and city. Raise a silent hand to tell me, is Houston a common noun or a proper noun? Destiny? Why is it a proper noun?
Because it is like
Because it's only what?
like it's a name of a city. It's specific.
It's a specific city, right? Houston is a specific city. So Houston is a proper noun. Raise a silent hand to tell me, what is city, a proper noun or a common noun? Diego. Common noun, awesome. So then we have teacher and Miss Tomechko. Is teacher a common noun or a proper noun?
Common.
Common noun, yep. And then Miss Tomechko, Alea, raise a silent hand to tell me, is Miss Tomechko a common noun or a proper noun? A proper noun. I'm a specific teacher, right? A specific person. And last, Whataburger and restaurant. Is Whataburger a proper noun or a common noun? Raise a silent hand. Is Whataburger a proper noun or a common noun? Emily.
Proper.
A proper noun. And restaurant. Is restaurant a proper noun or a common noun? Michael. Common noun, right? Because it's not a specific restaurant. It's just a restaurant in general. So, why are we talking about nouns again? Oh, you're tired of them by now, right? So, the reason we're talking about nouns today, eyes up here. The reason we're talking about nouns today, I'm gonna wait until I have all eyes up here and mouth silent. Grandma. Okay, the reason we're talking about nouns today is because we're going to be learning about pronouns. Pronouns take the place of a noun. So on your paper, where it says pronouns, you're going to fill in the blank. A pronoun is a word that takes the place of a common or proper noun. Okay? There are many types of pronouns, but there are two specific types that we're going to learn about today. Personal pronouns are the first one. America, can you read for me, what is a personal pronoun?
Pronoun that refers to a specific place or thing.
Yep, a specific person, place, or thing. So on our paper, we're going to write a personal pronoun is a pronoun that refers to a particular person, group, or thing. Natalie, can you read the example on our paper?
He went to the park.
Yep. So he is an example of a personal pronoun. Some other ones include you, she, me, it, we, and they. The other type of pronoun we're going to talk about today is a possessive pronoun. Jasmine, can you read for me, what is a possessive pronoun? Attribute. Okay, so possessive pronouns are what we use when we're showing ownership. So the book belongs to Michael. The book belongs to him, or it is his book. We use these type of pronouns to show ownership. America, Jackson. The expectation is that we're silent and we're tracking the board. I see your mouse moving. Yes, it does. So, eyes up here. There's a chart right here of singular and plural pronouns. And there are different ways that we think about these, okay? So, we have first person pronouns, second person, and third person. This is silent hand to read for me. When do we use first person pronouns? Kathleen?
Me, my,
So when do we use first person pronouns?
talking about yourself.
So when I'm talking about me, I use first person. Okay? So let's all do that together. When I'm talking about me, so all hands up like this. Me, I use first person. Okay. Second person. When do I use second person pronouns? Joshua. So when I'm talking to you, I use second person. Let's all try that together. When I'm talking to you, I use second person. I'm waiting on seeing everyone's hands moving. When I'm talking to you, I use second person. Okay, awesome. And then when do I use third person? Raise a silent hand to read for me when I use third person. Maggie.
Talking about somebody else.
Yeah. So when I'm talking about everybody else, I use third person. Okay? Alright, so those are the three types of pronouns. So we do first person, second person, and third person. There's also singular and plural. What's the difference between singular and plural? Alea? So singular is when you have one person, and plural is when you have more than one person. So let's practice. I have a sentence up on the board. Miss Tomechko went to the store. So, am I talking, pretend, okay, so I know it says me, but am I talking about me in that, pretend that I'm not here. Pretend it says Miss Morgan. Miss Morgan went to the store. So if we're trying to figure out, is it first person, second person, or third person? Am I talking about me if I say Miss Morgan went to the store?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. I'm talking about Miss Morgan, right? That's somebody else.
Yes.
So we know it's not first person. Miss Morgan's not in the room right now. So if I say Miss Morgan went to the store, am I talking to Miss Morgan? No. So it's not second person. Third person. If I say Miss Morgan went to the store, am I talking about Miss Morgan?
Yes.
Someone else? I'm talking about somebody else, so it's third person. So we're going to go down here. We have our third person chart. Then we're going to decide, am I talking about one person or more than one person? So if I say, Miss Morgan went to the store, is that one person? Yes. So it's singular. So I'm going to go to this box, and I'm going to find the correct pronoun to use instead of Miss Morgan. So is Miss Morgan a boy?
No.
So it's not he. Is Miss Morgan a girl?
Yes.
So she is the pronoun I would use. This is what you guys are going to do with the sentences on your papers. You have the same exact chart on the back side of your notes. So I'm going to give you the next 4 minutes until 1:53 to silently and independently rewrite these 7 sentences using the correct pronouns. Okay? You may begin now. Michael is writing the sentences. Daniel is rewriting his sentences.
done.
Hey, tírale este video.
All right, let's bring our eyes to the front in 3. Silent in 2. Tracking me in 1. Emily is tracking me. America is tracking me.
Oh, this is
Jasmine, eyes up here. Say it in your seat. So, on this paper, Sally went to the store. Raise a hand to tell me what word we used instead of Sally went to the store. What pronoun? Jasmine? She. So you put she went to the store.
She's taking
Come here.
the band.
Mike and Adam like to walk in the park. Diego. They. So instead of Mike or Adam, we put they. We're not talking about ourselves, so we know it's not first person. Mike and Adam aren't here in the room. We're not talking to them, so we know it's not second person. So we know it's third person. Are Mike and Adam one person or more than one person? More than one. So we go to the plural column, and we look and we found they, and that's the pronoun that we put. So here are the answers to the rest of the sentences. You're going to go through, check your answers with the ones on the board. If you did not have the same answer, write it in on your paper. If you got all of them right, it's a check plus. Okay, so we should be silently checking our answers and writing in the ones that we didn't have correct. Alright, let's bring our eyes to the front in 3, silent in 2, tracking me in 1. Tasneem is tracking me, Maggie is tracking me, Natalie is tracking me. Eyes up here. So, right now, we're going to do a little game of bingo, okay? So we're going to practice. We're going to practice using bingo. I want to explain to you how this works before we get started. So, eyes up here. Saeed is tracking me. Diego is tracking me. Has to be myself here. So right now, we're going to play bingo. You're going to use the highlighters that are in the center of your table to highlight your bingo cards. So to start off, everybody is going to highlight the free space in the center of their bingo card. You're highlighting the free space.
I don't have one.
Okay, so after you have highlighted the free space, we're going to do a little practice round. So, with this sentence, Miss Tomechko went to the store. A sentence is going to pop up on the board, and it's going to have something underlined. You are going to have to replace the underlined part with the correct pronoun. So Miss Tomechko went to the store. What pronoun are we going to use to replace Miss Tomechko? She. She. So we're going to use she. We're going to look on our bingo card, and we're going to find the word she, which is right there. We're going to highlight that, and we're going to write number 1 in the corner, because that was, or actually don't write number 1, because it's not the first one. But you would write the number in the corner, so that I can check your answers at the end. Daniel, question? Yep. You can shade this one in. You can write 0 in the corner of this one.
She?
Yep.
Which one? So if you do one like this, she won't count?
No, she counts. You just can only highlight, you can only highlight the box once. If you have the word she written on your paper more than once, you can only fill in one box for this number. Bless you. So you only fill in one right now. We're going to have tons of sentences.
So we can highlight she right now?
Right now, we are all highlighting she and writing a 0 in the corner of our card.
What does a 0 mean?
Because it's question 0. Question 0. Okay. So eyes up here in 3, silent in 2, tracking in 1. America's tracking me. America's tracking me. Joshua is tracking me. Thank you. So, question number 1, or sentence number 1. Sally went to the store. You're going to look at your chart, and you're going to figure out what pronoun to use instead of Sally. And you would put number 1 in the corner of that box. So let's walk through this one together. Sally went to the store. Is that first person? Am I talking about myself? Is my name Sally? No. So it's not first person. Is Sally in this room? Am I talking to Sally?
Yes.
No. So it's not second person. I'm talking about Sally. So Sally is third